Okay, folks, do you have sound on? Let me know. This microphone is not working.
Go! Let her go! Let her go!
Sorry, man. Hi, Mr. Eduardo.
Nope, not going back behind you.
Say again?
Not going this way behind us.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Can I cross? Not stable. Okay. Hey! Still enjoying your reparations that you got? Your reparations? Okay, so very quickly, say your name.
My name is Dennis Jones.
So you pull myself and take out a moment. This is Dennis Jones. We was at the Women's March in San Francisco, and we had a young white liberal, little, 5 foot nothing blonde girl talking about how she's so hurt about the oppression of our people. And I was like, well, if you're really about that shit, then come up with them reparations. Like, come out your pockets. This lady on the spot pulled out $20 and handed it to him. Real talk.
I was like, wow.
It's like, if you feel that way about it, come out your pockets. Give us our reparations. He's like, bam!
That both bitch.
Tacos? I like tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos! Hey guys. Peace, unity, love, and tacos. Hey guys, what's going on? Good seeing you. Hello. Good to see you.
I support. We are.
No, this is against communism. We knew you're communists.
You guys are pedophiles. We're the liberals now. We support the liberals right here, guys. The ones that actually open their mind. Yeah, exactly. You're a totalitarian. You got white privilege? No. You do have white privilege. Oh my God!
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
How does that give you privilege?
Now, this is a comedy routine. This is comedy.
I don't have any privilege. I can go to the store over there right now and shoplift. My skin was brown, they were watching me, right? What's your name, man?
No, I can go shoplift before you. I can go and Starbucks before you. What are you talking about? So how's your white privilege over mine?
White privilege doesn't mean you can break the law.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's break the law.
I can go to Starbucks and get a free cup of coffee. You going to Starbucks and get a free cup of coffee because you're white?
Because I'm white, I'm free cup of coffee. No, but I can still
I can't pick up a black man. I can't pick up a black man.
Why would your demands be God? Why would your demands be God?
Screen's getting sweet. No, I have not been shot. Give me a second to situate myself so I can get cables and stuff ready to go.
Man, can you believe that? I know. I got a megaphone here. I can scream at you. You don't like it when a black man is talking to you because you're totally racist. You're totally racist. You support the left. You support slavery. That's exactly what you do.
Hey.
That's exactly who you are.
Hey.
Saw you on InfoWars just this morning. I figured I'd come down here anyway. Good to see you.
That is true. Yeah. I didn't think any of my coworkers would come out here.
Well,
I try to keep some of that shit quiet, but
I will. Don't worry.
they're going to find out anyway.
Well, they almost certainly are, but I don't really care at this point.
Like I'm comfortable in my position, you know, in what I support. Like I don't think anything I'm doing here is.
Have you seen Tim Pool or InfoWars?
I met Tim yesterday. We're gonna do an interview probably later this month.
Later this month?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
I was with him for a couple hours yesterday.
I have stuff I have to give to him.
Okay.
I have stuff I have to give to him.
All right.
For InfoWars. Yes, see InfoWars because I have to give.
There's an InfoWars representative over there somewhere.
Cool. So Nazis are socialists now.
Right.
Lincoln, like,
They have their you'll see their camera. You'll give me a second.
It's a good argument, then I'd stick around, but it just makes no sense.
I'm just wondering what you said. Can I just break you all up just from that little bit of fucking truth or something? Like that?
Whatever it was, I didn't hear it.
I mean, I was trying to be civil. The civility disperse y'all or something?
Everyone seems to be civil. Seems to be civil to me. No one's punching anybody. No one's.
I was being civil, but everybody left.
I mean, I'm here, but I don't know. I don't know what the conversation was. I don't know what the conversation was, though.
It was basically them asking me if I believe in white privilege and yelling over me as I said, yes, I do.
I wouldn't ask you a question like that. I don't think it matters.
That's not you. I know you.
I wouldn't that type of question. Hey. Hey. Hey, guys. Hopefully. All right, I think. All right, I think I'm almost ready to actually do stuff. Pull a selfie stick.
You're done with all your big words?
Hey, man. Sorry for being so damn late. Oop, that was the wrong way. All right, now I'm finally going to pay attention to the chat. I bought my what God brother. Thank you so much. In Portland, thank you for coming. No, thank you guys for having me. That's how I feel about me. Everybody was very welcoming to my presence. All right. So I'm not really the debate type. I don't like confronting people for the sole purpose of getting into a debate. I'd rather, if somebody comes to me, I'm more than happy to talk to them. But like, I'm not into the gotcha, like, oh, let me come and confront you and try to impose my will on someone. It's not very.
Okay, I'd love to hear what your opinion is.
Well, you'd have to ask me something specific.
Okay, so I hear that this really started with this anti-Marxism.
Right.
So, is that what this rally is about?
That is, well, it's Amber's rally, and that was the intent of what this was to be, an anti-Marxism rally. I don't think much about Marxism. I understand there's a lot of people that support it, that they support Marxism, communism, socialism, and other forms of what I feel are regressive policies, and are very poor policies to govern by. Huh? There's. Oh, I can just sit here. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. I'll just hold it. But I think those are very regressive policies, and I don't think they have a place in like modern society. Like I don't think any government can like sustain on those type of principles. Not at a very large level. I think communism and socialism works in very small communities, village types. You know, if you live in a warehouse, you know, with like 30 people, I think socialism, communism, where everyone pulls the resources, for the greater good. Work very well on smaller levels. When you get outside of that range, in the tens of thousands, 20,000s, 100,000s, it fails every time.
But what is it about it? Like what particular?
Well, it's taking resources, from one party, not a party.
I mean,
they
I
take
guess
resources
how
from
are
a
you
person.
defining Marxism? Like,
Well, I was talking about socialism, but like Marxism.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was looking at socialism, communism, things like that. You know, and Marxism kind of comes underneath that umbrella a little bit. But yeah, anytime you are using authoritative measures to instigate, well, not instigate, I'm trying to look for the right word, but to guide or incentivize a population to live by. And I say authoritarian because if you don't abide by those particular, in these regions, you go to jail, you're punished. You know, there is punishment for not following those things in communist society, you know, in socialist societies. So, and you know, as a person that grew up with very little, and made well for myself, anyone who said that I can't have what I earned really bothers me.
So it's the idea of like the government taking part of your earnings and giving it to support something else.
Well, not yes and no. Like there are some things that, you know, we allow to be socialized. Some levels of healthcare we allow to be socialized. Fire department, the police department, you know, all our but that's for the greater good. The difference it comes with that where yes, we pay for police, firefighters, ambulances, we have roads, electricity, you know, comes out of taxes here and there. This YouTube app sucks. Sorry, guys. Immigration? Oh boy, that's a crazy one.
That kind of gets caught up in this argument of itself, I think, a lot of times.
Here's what I experienced. You know, I've lived in Mississippi, I've lived in Oklahoma, I've lived in Texas, in various other regions, and I know that, so, you know, we talk about poor communities like people of color, I know from first-hand experience and statistics that minorities here in the United States compete with illegals that come here for the same types of jobs. Low-end jobs, entry-level jobs, low wages. We compete for the same type of housing, cheap housing, you know, dilapidated, you know, two-bedroom apartments, you know, that aren't doing too well. And when it comes to like supply and demand, you know, I was born here, you know, my ancestry bled, you know, in the streets, you know, to get what we got. And it really bothers me, like, it's hard enough as it is. Why should my people have to compete with someone who didn't go through the process? And I don't, it's not a racist thing. It's not it's really just, you know, if today the federal government said, like, all right, if you be a citizen, all you got to do is come to the border and jump up 10 times. If that's the legal process, then so be it. You know, it's never going to happen that way, but like whatever the legal process is, should be the way you come in. And I personally believe, without any no statistics to back this up, but I think if we could find a way to curb illegal immigration, we would have more resources to spend on processing people legally. I believe the numbers in 2016 were 90,000 unaccompanied minors at the southern border alone, and that's just minors, and that was for the year 2006. So all of those people had to be processed, had to see a judge. 90,000 people. That's not even including the adults. That's not including like the people who came with children. That's not including the people that came with children that weren't their parents. It's not including the people that were being used to smuggle drugs or were sex trafficked, and people don't want to talk about that very much. It's a huge issue. People up in the administration will talk about it. This administration, the previous administration, work on the border, and it feels kind of ass backwards to me. We're saying like, no, let everybody come through the southern border. I'm like, I don't think people understand how dangerous it is down there. I don't think they understand the levity of the type of issues they deal with, the type of abuse. You know, you hear of Border Patrol agents. Just last month, was that a 9-year-old boy got dropped off in the desert? They left him. They just left him, you know, because Coyote was trying to bring him over and couldn't do it, so they left him there to die. They, you know, the Border Patrol rescued him, but like those things, those horrific things happen on the daily, and if accessing the southern border or getting across the southern border weren't so easy, and we know it's easy in certain areas, you know, if we could curb that a little bit, and I don't know if that means a wall or a drone program, you know, honestly, like I don't think we need either of those things, I think it would be so much easier if you said all people working in the United States, all employers have to use E-Verify. And if you said if you want to have social services, i.e. welfare or other government programs and stuff, then you have to be a citizen, you would see illegal immigration dry up overnight. Now that's a very cruel thing to some people that depend on that, and it's not that I'm not sympathetic of the people that need services, who have been here or just kind of been on the radar and they're doing just fine, they're not committing crimes. I'm sympathetic to that, but I'm looking at the broader picture, and I think that would clean up so much shit. But I'm not a politician, and there's probably no chance of that ever happening. And there's a good reason why I'm not a politician, because I would hurt a lot of people, by using policies that I think, just kind of black and white without humanity in it. But it's just my idea.
Well, thanks for sharing your perspective. I'll let you be before I want to start arguing.
No, you know.
No, I genuinely.
Yeah.
Because while your perspective is different, I don't want to just shut down people. I want to try and understand if
I hope that's what most of the people wanting to do.
Because I read underneath the arguments, the humanity.
Yeah. And also, keep in mind, so some official statistics on this, but also my personal experience. Every legal immigrant from the southern border I've met wants a wall. They don't want the problems from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and other places that they came from coming here to the United States. That's what people personally told me. Like, I can't speak for everyone, just my experience. You can take that with a grain of salt or not. But, I think, those that come over here and manage to, come over here the right way, maybe make a business or just exist, and integrate into the society. I think they probably hate the idea that someone can skirt the effort that they put into. And then a lot of, some of the people that come over here that do just hop over the border, have no allegiance to this country. And let me clarify, I'm not saying you have to have allegiance. I would like for people to have allegiance to the country, but I'm not saying you have to. But what I mean by allegiance, they don't really care, if this place succeeds or not. They don't really care if the streets are clean. They don't really care if their neighbor's all right. And I'm not speaking for everyone, but I believe, no one's going to treat your house as well as you are. Does that analogy make sense? Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. No one's going to treat your house as well as you will. So.
But wouldn't you say that, sometimes you have guests over to your house, and sometimes your guests are really great guests, and sometimes guests over to your house are really bad guests,
Yeah.
And so.
And that's the nature. There's good people that come over, and there's bad people that come over. I guess it's how many bad people are we willing to accept for the good? How bad of bad people are we willing to accept for the good people? And if we could just make the process,
I do understand that.
illegal, we could just find a way to get them to, come over legally, or encourage that, or make that process a little easier or streamlined, It's getting ugly, and it's getting ugly in this mode. Charlottesville. never again. Charlottesville, never again.
Who out here? I reject you.
That girl's tripping.
These guys are the fascists. These guys are the racists. These guys right here. Charlottesville.
Hey, got him right now. You know, which side you support. I think it's really important that teenagers get and understand the government, understand, you know, the political, but like being involved, participating, hearing if they're important. Didn't have their game, but like you have people who are very for the world and who get very narrow about isolated incidents or, you know, particular, and the entirety knowledge, biased opinion, and that's just part of being young. You know, it's like, well, you know, I heard something, or I heard it on the internet, or that's what it is. So we're gonna fight against it without getting a broader perspective. At times, but it's still important that there shouldn't be. What there be is the purpose of this is anti-Marxism. I don't think any government very well. Marxism doesn't work. What's really happening is there are people here that do Marxism popular, and then we have people who are combat who don't Marxism. This is really like, and we don't. But you're gonna protest. I don't think it's here. And look, nobody knows. So no support. Look at AA people. The other day. You know, very people understand like your thing. Right.
And how do you feel about that?
It's not productive, and I won't take any part of it. If someone's intentionally trying to like upset me or round me up, I just say I won't do this either. Their chant shit, neither. I mean, I don't mind chanting USA. I live here. I like it here. I got no qualms about it. It's not the great. I mean, yeah, it's not the greatest country in the world, but it's what we got. You know, and I think it's better to live a life and move through life, building it up. You know, make your America the best you can. You know, and instill positivity in people, educate people as you come across them, you know, people about their history, you know, so when you do run into people that actually are white supremacists, not these fake white supremacists here, and I say fake because they're not, you know, now they call themselves patriots, they'll call themselves, you know, constitutional enthusiasts or, you know, free speech supporters, and it's fine, but they're not white supremacists. In fact, most of them are white. So, I worry that you saw the posters about, this event. They said no to white supremacy. Oh, this is going to be a Charlottesville 2.0. Oh, they're coming here to hurt the citizens of Berkeley. That's what the media said. Cron Ford, the Chronicle, the SF Examiner, the radio stations, there's posters all around. Antifa, refuse fascism. That's all they want to tell you. Like, all these people are bad people. All these people want to hurt you. All these people want to repeat of Charlottesville. I think sane people understand that that's not the case. Nobody's coming here with guns. Nobody wants to hurt anybody. And let's be honest. If I were a white supremacist or a neo-Nazi or a Klan member, you think I would tell you what date and time I'm going to show up in your city? Yo, Tuesday, 5 o'clock, we coming with the burners. We're going to be right here in the city square. And we're going to shoot us some niggers. It's not going to happen. The fact that these people just don't take a moment and stop and think about reality. Now, if they want to protest, that's fine. I just wish they would protest about, like, something legitimate. And they can protest us, but it has to be fair. It wouldn't be fair if I called all these people pedophiles. I don't know that to be true. Probably highly unlikely that it's true. But if I started screaming some false accusations at that crowd, it wouldn't go very well on me. It'd be inaccurate, and it would upset people. It might actually legit trigger people who've been victims of like assault. So I wish they would have a legitimate grievance with the people over here. Better yet, I wish we could talk. Like I wish we could put a table in the middle and like have a mediator and say like, all right.
That's what I'm trying to do. I've been talking to people on both sides, and people that aren't picking a side at all, and pretty much everyone has been saying this is not a waste of time, but it's not productive.
It's definitely not productive. So here we go. Nazis come off our streets. None of these people are Nazis. That is dark skinned. I don't know what he is, but you can't be a Nazi. You can't be a Nazi supporter. So what's the point in doing that? Now, what's really happened is these people get off on it. And I think I can say the same for both sides. I think both of them kind of get off on the confrontation. I said to someone last night that these little political, rallies and like confrontations, they're almost likened to like Comic-Con. Because you see some level of LARPing. You see people come geared up with big old helmets and armor and shit like that. Like they're ready to go to war, even though everyone knows they're not going to war. People ain't ready to fight, but they'll still armor up. They want to bring, flagpoles and sticks and, fake ass stuff. And these guys, well, Antifa will come with weapons and explosives and shit, which I think is. Well, they said no mask here today, so I haven't seen anybody. And I have no interest in seeing them today. They put me on a watch list. There's posters around the city. There are posters around the city with my face on it from Northern California Anti-Racist Action Committee, something, where they called me a far right-wing racist. Far right-wing racist. Yeah, me, black dude. It's dumb, right? It's dumb. And they'll dox these people and put out their address, and say that, oh, these people are violent, they're right-wing provocateurs, get them off our streets. Like we're saying, get them off our streets. I'm like, I'm a brother. And it isn't just that I'm a brother. I grew up on the property of the plantation that my great-grandfather lived on. It was owned by Joseph McAfee James, my original oppressor. My great-great-great-grandfather was born in Copiah, Mississippi, also lived on a plantation, and my great-great-grandfather was Greenville, Mississippi, at the Jane Plantation. I grew up in the home that he grew up in on that property. When I was 4 years old, the Klan, the legit Klan with horseback, regalia, hoods, and all that shit marched down my street. My aunt got her pistol, and I grabbed onto her leg as she sat there at the door, ready to shoot somebody. So the idea that I would support any form of Nazism or white supremacy. Now, do these people support Trump? Yeah, some of them, not all of them. But I think that's where things get muddied, because I'm sure you've heard the term words are violence, right? So if I were to say there's only two genders, male and female, if I were to say to someone, then they said like, you can't say that, that's offensive. Your words are violence to me. You want to hurt me. I'm like, no, I don't want to hurt you. I just said there's only two genders. They were like, that's violent talk. So now they feel threatened, and because they believe that ideology, they feel justified in attacking me, because to them, legit, words are violence in their head. So if these people believe that these people over here are Trump supporters, and they believe that Trump is a racist, that he's a Nazi, he's a misogynist, he is a misogynist, you know, and he's a lot of things, but he's still our president, and like it or not, it is what it is. But if you say that, well, if you guys support the president, then you're everything that the president is. And we say the president's a Nazi, so therefore you're a Nazi. And because you're a Nazi, I'm justified in punching you. I'm justified in getting my people together and doxing you. I'm justified in throwing explosives at you. I'm justified in killing you. So we can't even speak the same King's English, because their words don't mean the same shit as mine.
On that topic, I've asked Nazis, are you willing to die for the cause?
The only thing I'm willing to die for is my mama. No, I'm not here to die for nobody. You know, this is as stupid as niggas willing to die over like a block, a city block. It's my hood, nigga. I die for this. Really? You don't own this? I don't own this city square. I own the clothes on my back and my thoughts. I'll defend people. If somebody came here with the ruckus, I'll defend them. But this isn't something I have to die for, because liberty, freedom in this country will always exist. There will be people who challenge it, and there's going to be people who try to take it away from us. But in my lifetime, it's always going to be here. Now, people are going to stretch it. Free speech is going to be muddied more and more and more. We're like, you can't say shit online anymore. You know, that's the new, you know, getting banned, you know, from like a platform is the new public shaming, you know, the public stocks. So here's another chant. No ban, no wall, no say. Is anybody talking about immigration? See what I mean? Anybody talking about immigration right now?
Well, on this side, it doesn't seem like they're saying anything but
right.
USA. And these people have a message and a goal, but I'm confused on what their goal is.
Right. That's why we need to talk. And let's listen to everything. No ban, no wall, no sanctuary for all. Having open borders is not realistic. I bet you all these people locked their front door before they left the house. Right? I bet they all locked their cars before they left the house. So, you know, for them to say like no wall, what they're really saying is that they're pro-immigration and they'd like to see more black and brown people over here. That's fine. Got no problem with that. But they're just being disingenuous in their message, and frankly, they're being kind of ignorant. You know. So.
Thank you for your time today.
You're welcome. Have fun. You know. Very nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Coco.
We're like right in the middle.
No ban, no wall, sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall, sanctuary for all.
Let's have it.
They actually support
Wow, that is a hot hat.
Jews from there. It's very, there's a lot of Holocaust survivors that they have their way to enforce the law and including the that's what they support.
All right, we got masks coming.
Yes, definitely. They're very anti-American, very anti-Christian, very anti-Jewish.
I'm staying near cameras. I'm just gonna stay near cameras. Hey guys, thought you were banned there? Banned where?
Good. I mean, you know, and they're just, she was.
No, it's my brother. My brothers. They're getting into it.
We have a dialogue, structured dialogue. That's why you're interrupting it right now.
What up, my man? Hey, man. What's going on?
No, I'm not. I'm wondering if you all, since you're really you're not having a good discussion here, but it's edging on not you. So we could actually do that together. We'll show everybody how that works.
I just want to know why. No, yes. I don't want to. I just want to know why.
Empathy 10?
We're talking right here.
Look, I'll bring it down. I want to make it clear that I'm saying what I don't understand is why it's stated in public that there are no affiliations with white supremacists, where there are no affiliations with white nationalists, so those people keep on being drawn to those events. We're here because of that. We're not here to say you can speak your political views. We're here because it's upsetting the affiliations that you're bringing. It's upsetting the
I'm sorry, man. I didn't accuse you. Let me ask you this question. If it's attracting white nationalists and it's attracting you, are you a white nationalist? Are you a white nationalist? No, I'm not. You're not. They're not. We're not. So why are you here? Are you a white nationalist? Hold on. I'm a token. And you're not a white nationalist? I'm a token seconds ago.
That's racist. That's straight up racist.
You call me a token.
You gotta get black people.
You're taking the context.
You shouldn't call him token though.
You call me a token. You said that I'm tokenizing. I'm making sure you're saying that this event attracts white supremacists. I'm asking you if you're a white nationalist. You're not answering my question. All I know is that you're calling me a token, and you're saying white nationalists are attracted to this event, and you're attracted to this event. So therefore, are you a white nationalist? That's my question.
I answered your question. No, I am not a white nationalist.
Okay, why? Okay, if it's fine as you, why are you still here? Why do you have the hat? Why do you have the hat message? What's the message? Making America great again. High GDP.
Less government. Less government.
Unemployment rate of black people is high GDP.
Preach!
High GDP. 3% higher. What about 3% higher? Not 1%. Not that 0.5% Obama had. 3%.
What about the unemployment rate for the black community?
It's the lowest it's ever been.
In recorded history.
Wow. Trump is the worst racist I've ever heard of.
Exactly wants black people to be employed.
He had 30 black people in the White House this week.
He's going against Chicago. He's going against Chicago.
Yes.
Yes. It actually seems like the black community suffers the most from.
Oh, so all you say is pro black people?
The cities where black people suffer the most. Look at Chicago. Barack Obama was president for 8 years.
Are white liberals really going to try to tell us about our community?
He was senator too for a long time.
Los Angeles, Portland, San Francisco, all that stuff, Democratic city.
For 50 years.
Look at Maxine Waters' district. Look at Maxine Waters' district.
How do you know you're getting an accurate representation of the news when only less than 12% identify as Republicans? The news runs left. Every time you're getting more inaccurate representation.
This is the problem, that you have to change your mindset. You shouldn't look for the president to help you. You shouldn't look for your government to help you. You have to help yourself. The government is to allow us to help ourselves. That's why Trump is removing regulations. That's how jobs are coming back. That's how steel is coming back. Is coming back. take their control of their lives again. That's what made America great.
Quick question. Which regulations are being
All
removed?
kinds of regulations.
Like that.
Child labor.
We're doing that already. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to work.
I'm like,
Hey.
no, because my ribs are in pain. Hi.
Hey. This is. Oh shit. Let's go. Oh, Antifa super. Antifa super soul out here. What? Oh, they thought they was gonna cope. Thought they was gonna cope with that. Face Spider-Man. How you doing? This one brother. Trump supporter, but man, came here for yeah. I'm not from LA. I live here. Oh, where are you? Oh, yeah. You're from LA. No. Oh, never mind then. Never mind then. He's also from Berkeley. Oh, the riot's starting, y'all. So watch. The police are going that way. They're going to loop around the block. They're going to close them in. They did this last time. And they're going to pick them out one by one. It's going to be amazing. Where's Will? Oh, Will! Everyone knows what's happening. There's about 100 police officers over there. Around the block. Trying to loop around to get hand side. Catch him up. Oh, damn, I got to get this. The police? Yeah. Where's the InfoWars? All right. Where is he? No. I don't. Excuse me? Excuse me. On the block. You can think, yeah. Hold on. Floyd? Go around the block. Is there a circle around? They do not just kill. Really? Really, Falarka? Really, Falarka? Falarka want to hit people again. Watch this, she's. So you bet Falarka. Yeah, bet Falarka. You bet there.
It's up to you, dude. I saw your shit yesterday.
I gotta go to the Ashton. Here. Oh, there's a poster with my name on it. Officer, that man assaulted me. That man assaulted me. That man assaulted me. Run away. Run away. So somebody hit me. I got hit. So he'll be stupid. He'll leave the pack. Oh, they're cornering people in the wall.
block.
Yeah. That was a fucking girl. Fortunate. Someone already hit me.
Really?
Yeah.